We're here at the home stretch. Congrats on making it this far. So now let's talk about how to improvise over the jam in Bathtub Gin. So what's happening is, for the most part, the band is playing around in a C7, C dominant kind of sound. That's kind of the general sound. Again, it's not that everyone's playing a C7 chord necessarily, but they're all kind of improvising in that realm. So the first and most important thing to know when you are improvising over Bathtub Gin are the chord tones of C7. And I won't go through every one of them here because that's a lesson on itself, but one thing I can do is I'll upload a chord tone map of all of the chord tones up and down the neck in every position, so you can learn them everywhere. And the goal isn't necessarily to just play them as an arpeggio, although that will sound good. And the goal is to kind of get them under your fingers and know that those are your notes of gravity. That's a great place to land, to start and end your lines. And we can fill the other, the spaces in between with scales, which we'll talk about next. So first thing, learn your chord tones and arpeggios of C7 up and down the neck. The second thing is we can use the C minor blues scale. Again, same thing. I will put a fretboard map of all of those, the shapes of C minor, the C minor blues scale. And the third thing is C Mixolydian. And if you can learn how to mix all three of those things, the chord tones of C7, the C minor blues scale, and C Mixolydian, if you can learn how to mix those together, you can create some awesome lines, and you can pretty much improvise all day using just those three things. And as Trey mostly does in a lot of gin jams, he's using those three things to really build meaningful improvisations and lines. So let me loop a C7 chord, and then we'll talk about each of those things. So first thing, chord tones. And you can always slide into the third from a half step below. It's always going to sound good. And so next to the chord tones, let's mix chord tones with chord tones of C7 with the C minor blues scale. Let's hear how that sounds. So blues scale. You hear I landed on the third. So blues scale. Landing on the root. So again, blues scale, pretty self-explanatory. I'm sure you guys have played around with the blues scale before. So now, here's where it gets really fun, is let's mix in C Mixolydian with all of those things. So let me just play C Mixolydian by itself. So you can hear how, C Mixolydian sounds very different from the C minor blues scale. The C minor blues scale has that really kind of tough sound, and C Mixolydian is a little bit more, it's a little bit sweeter, kind of happier, more laid back. And so let's try that. So blues scale, Mixolydian, blues, Mixolydian, blues, Mixolydian, Mixolydian, blues. Now let's mix both of those. Let's do our chord tones. Those are all just chord tones. Mixolydian. Cool, so that's it. Have fun with that. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.